So yeah. So in this second shloka regarding Karma Yoga, the Lord is saying, yoga, wait, let's go back to the shloka again. Otherwise, I get confused. Yogastha kuru karmani. Ha. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Siddhya asidhyoho samo bhutva samatvam yoga muchyate. So samatvam yoga muchyate is the key word over here. What is yoga? Samatvam is yoga. See, in the Bhagavad Gita, so many definitions keep coming about yoga. In at any point of time, the word yoga is used. And in each instance, it has got a different subtle connotation. So anyone wants to share? Nirmala, you want to say something? Be steadfast in the performance of your duty, O Arjuna, abandoning attachment to success and failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. Simple enough. Someone saying something? Okay. What are the karmanis that God is asking us to do? Yogastha kuru karmani. Is there any special work that we are supposed to do, or is it what? Regular work?
The regular work with the karma yoga bhava.
Correct. So it's not some special ritual or puja that we are supposed to monitor. Regular, every day, every moment work that we do, we should be in that yoga.
We have to do it without expecting results and do it to the best of our knowledge.
Yeah.
Concentrating on the work we do.
Correct.
No, not to, if you start thinking about the results, what happens is, I might want to do some shortcut. I might want to do some cheating to get the result. I might choose, some dubious paths.
Correct.
Because my aim is the result only. No, my aim is not a means to the result. No. My aim is to achieve that result. Under that condition, my attitude will not be very straightforward. Under the table 1000 deke question paper leke, you can pass the exam also. No.
Yeah.
My aim is to pass the exam and tell people I passed the exam. How do I do it? That is a concern. But if I don't bother about the results, what I do, I concentrate in studying.
Yeah.
I concentrate in doing my work sincerely.
Correct.
And leave the rest to God. Because as the other day Padmaja said, the result is not only because of your hard work, but there are other factors which are going to, decide your fruit.
Yeah.
Your past karma.
Yeah.
Your present environment.
Yeah.
So many other factors are there.
Yes. Correct.
So under that condition, my concentration, if it is on the work I do, whatever is the result, I have to take it with an open hand. That is called karma yoga.
Correct. Correct. So sangam tyaktva. Sangam means attachment.
Attachment to the result. Tyaktva.
The result. That means releasing all other support. And not even, correct. Like what you just said, Sangam Tyaktva, the commentator here, which is Madhusudana Saraswati's text, it says, don't expect anything from anyone around you, even the environment, even the conditions, nothing. The only support is God. That is the depth to which you have to go and release that attachment to a result. Only if so and so conditions are met, I will do work. No. Sangam tyaktva. Just do it for the sake of it, without
Do-
attachment to anything else.
Do your duty to the
Ah.
best of your knowledge and leave the rest to God.
Ashte. Simple. Siddhya asiddhayoho, irrespective of success or failure. So that is the same theme is being elaborated. Harsha vishadayor samo bhutva. What is this samo bhutva? Is free of elation and depression. So you are neither elated. See, this apart from doing the work as per karma yoga, it also entails after your karma, how do you behave? Will you become very happy when it's successful? Will you become very depressed if it's not successful? No, that's also part of the whole package. It's not just doing aitappa na madid madde, now let God take care and then you worry about it. No. So after you're done. That's it. You forget, it's in the past. Whatever happens, you're not bothered. Siddha, asiddha, both. Samo bhutva. That is why samatvam yoga muchyate. Yoga is being in samadhana all the time, is what God is saying. Always in equipoise. Always in equipoise. Samatvam yoga muchyate. And how does it give you satisfaction, people? Tell me. How does this kind of action give me satisfaction? Why do I act in the first place? I want something to be done. That's why I act, isn't it? So how does this help?
No, there will not be any restlessness.
Huh.
I will be very peaceful.
No, how do I convince myself that this is how I should act? I should not expect result, blah, blah, blah. But how? I mean, there should be some intense incentive to work.
This is your duty.
Mm-hmm.
When you do your duty, you have to do it to the best of your knowledge, always. Whatever you do, you have to do it sincerely.
But all that is correct. But is there some incentive that I have? If you want to tell the child, no, just do your duty. This is how you're supposed to do.
No, as an adult, I can tell you, you can be very peaceful if you do it like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Action is complete in the moment.
Correct. Yes. Action is complete in the moment. See, the only way I can convince myself that, this is the way to do it is I'm doing it for a higher purpose. That's the only way, isn't it?
Correct. Yes, correct. Very good.
Whatever I do, it's for a higher purpose. What is the higher purpose? Atmana mokshartam jagaditaya. All the work that I do has to be two-pronged. It's either to elevate it's both. It's elevating for me and it is
good for the others.
Good for the others. That's all. That's the only thing. So complete selfishness, that smallness is completely gone from my life. If I am able to bring that attitude in every work that I do, that's all. But let's not go around becoming guilty that, I'm watching TV because I want to enjoy or something. But generally, that's the attitude that one can take. See, even if I watch TV and entertain myself, I'll become calm and I'll be in a better frame of mind to work. So the next point. Okay, just quickly the next shloka. Durena hi avaram. Wait, what all? Durena hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam anvicha krupana phalahetavaha. Seek refuge in the divine knowledge and insight, O Arjuna, and discard reward-seeking actions that are certainly inferior to works performed with the intellect established in divine knowledge. With the works performed with the intellect established in divine knowledge. Miserly are those who seek to enjoy the fruits of their works. See, krupana phalahetavaha. This is a very critical phrase here, is what it is being said. Krupana, what is the meaning of the word krupana? Karpanya.
Lowly.
Lowly. Correct. So in the first, this thing also, Karpanya Bhava had come, no? I am feeling very miserly. I'm feeling very selfish. That is why I'm feeling sad. So doing anything with the expectation of result is Kripana Bhava. My goodness, this is a kind of radical. Expectation of results itself is Karpanya Bhava, is being told here by the God. So, Durena hi avaram, huh?
Isn't it a very selfish act? If I want to win I want to win this class. I want to be the first.
Yeah.
Selfish, no?
Yes.
It is a competition for everybody.
Yes.
Yes, I want to be first can be a very positive thing, saying that I want to be first, so I'll work hard. That attitude I understand. No, by hook or by crook, I had to be the first. There comes my, selfish, lowly way of doing things.
Yeah. Correct.
I'm being very selfish. Other man is also working as hard as you are.
Yeah.
But in spite of his hard work, I have to win the class, means I am taking to other means because I have to win it. So what is this attitude? Selfish and lowly,
miserly and petty. So that this, what do you think of all the, this competitive, the world is very competitive. So we push our children to be best in everything, to perform well and all that. So the modern world doesn't allow for this kind of, expansive attitude. And we can't survive also if we are like that, isn't it?
Yes.
So all this is for all the grown-ups. As we grow older, yes, Sneha.
So, like you said, right, this competitiveness and all that, I think it is looked upon in a very, in a lowly context, in the sense, I feel the purpose is not to achieve a certain level of competence. Like, say, for example, a child is writing an exam.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if it is just looked upon as I have to get 100% in the exam, I'll do everything. Like how we prepare, for CET or, okay, look for the right.
Always hetavaha only. Pala hetava. Yeah.
So the gaining of the knowledge is totally lost.
Yes.
That's the ultimate goal, right?
Correct.
To become better at a particular subject.
Correct.
That is totally lost.
Correct.
Just the exam perspective. That's a very, very, short-sighted.
Stepping stone to the next one, next better, next
So
step.
I feel if we work in such a way, to get better in, say, physics or chemistry, I want to my knowledge, my wisdom in physics or chemistry has to get better. If we work with that attitude, I think the purpose is,
Served.
met better.
Correct. You're very true. Yes, anyone else, all of you with young children, Padmaja, Shweta, Kamala.
I think what we need to do, we need to put it across to our kids is, instead of telling that you have to come first, for example, let us say somebody is preparing for an MBBS exam, writing NEET to get an seat into medicine.
Yeah.
So instead of telling that you have to come first or you have to be the first in this particular center, in this particular thing, you have to look at a bigger picture that, I have to serve the society after 5 years, you should be known as one of the best doctors who has served the people should know you as this. Yeah. Now you have put across a very big goal, goal of not coming first, of not doing something, but doing at a bigger picture. Now, once you're going with that, okay, I am not competing with anyone, but I'm doing something for a bigger goal. With that attitude, if they do, they will not be looking at, I'm in the rat race, I'm in working for a bigger goal. So I'm only studying for, to serve the society, that kind of thing. It's kind of too high for the kids, but then I think slowly we have to get that in their mind that you are doing it for this particular purpose. Studying for it, but not to come first or second or third, it doesn't matter. That is okay, because once you're saying you have to come first, that means you want others to come second, third, fourth.
Exactly.
So everyone is equal. So it's like
Correct. This is why I told the last class what will you be 5 years later? This attitude you should have. This is what I meant.
Very good. Yes, yes. Point taken. Yeah. Sneha, Kamla, Shweta, come on. What will you tell your child?
Wonderful, Padmaja.
Yeah. Very well said.
Exactly. I'm totally in agreement with whatever Padmaja and Nirmala ji said.
Mm.
That's what I believe. I really hope I'm able to execute that. Again, I have that anxiety whether I'm going to execute that or not.
You do your best. Leave the rest to God.
Yeah.
Sneha's explanation was also very nice. Thank you so much.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Sorry,
Shweta.
if somebody wants to go next, I can go
No,
next.
Shweta, yes, please carry on.
I think this is what I tell my kids, right? Do your best, right? And then I try to encourage them in what field they're interested in. Especially, I think there is an attitude, right? Like my kid wants to be, I want my kid to become a doctor, engineer, this is all preconceived notions what we have.
Yeah.
But is the kid going to be a good doctor tomorrow? Because as a mother, already whether they have that same, I think to become a doctor, have a seva bhava, also being intelligent is not enough. You need to have that seva bhava, right? That you want to take care of people, get up at midnight, your family life is going to be upside down. There's a lot to do down the lane. And again, here, doctor is like what, 18 years is gone. By the time you become a doctor, you are 35, 36 years. Can the kid run that marathon, first of all, right? So as a parent, I think my thing to them is do best. If you like something, I'll encourage them to do that more. I'll give them all the tools to be better at what they're good at. And, there are a few things they lack, try to find them resources to get better at that. But I encourage them to be happy, be kind, be nice to your people, make good friends. That's what I mostly encourage my kids to be.
Wonderful.
And I also tell them, you have to study, right? Studies is always there.
Yes.
Don't be, just don't become like a lethargic couch potato. That's not the aim here. You can watch TV, you can play video games, you can do all this, but this is the base. You need to get your base stronger. No matter what you like, be really good at what you like is what I tell them. So
very nice. Yeah. And Kamala's children already are in this path. Kamala has got her child Sanvi is a very regular student of iLead, and her sister's child Akshat is a part of this whole iLead thing. He's just a little fellow. How old is Akshat? 7, 8. Na? So the other day, you know what he told me? It was so mind-blowing. I have to share it with you. He said in his school, because the schools have started, one of his classmates is a Muslim, that boy. And so that boy told this little guy, that little guy told this little guy, what is your religion? So this guy said, I'm a Hindu. So that he said, then I'm not going to talk to you. And so I would be, very at my age, at 60, I'd be shocked and I would just avoid that other person. But this little guy, he told the fellow, you might be Muslim, I might be Hindu, but we are all Atmajyotis. No. He said that. And then they became friends, Ante. Look at that.
Wow, this is amazing.
Amazing, amazing. Look at that. See, from a young age, if we inculcate these values, the world is certainly going to be a better place. And that fellow also didn't ask him, what is this Atmajyoti? But he was convinced, oh yeah, we are all the same kind of thing. And so now they're all happy, I believe. That's what he said. So innocent. I mean, coming from such an innocent space, that itself will make the world a better place. So when we realize that all of us are Atmajyotis, where is the competition? Where is the, one-upmanship? It is also beautiful. There is no karpanya at all. There is only love, and more love towards everyone. So when that little boy said that, I try to recall it many times. All of us are Atmajyotis. All of us are, we come from the same space. We just, have these different forms, trying to do different things, but ultimately we are the same and we need to realize that oneness. So that is how little children, actually, we get scared of telling them these big truths, but they catch it so beautifully. We think it's too much for them. No, but we are the ones who find it hard to accept because we are so mature and we have become very hardened. But the little guys, they understand it so well. So I think it's very important that we know what to tell our children in the first place. So this is very beautiful. So
that was a letter in which they said, mothers and teachers, be careful how you judge your child, because if a fish is asked to climb the tree, it is going to be unsuccessful.
Exactly. True.
The same way, a child wants to become a great painter. If you force him to learn physics, definitely he is not going to be up to the mark.
Yeah.
So you have to find out where they are interested in, and there you put, and then they proceed to
flourish.
be
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
They'll
Now,
bloom.
I'm going to be a painter, and you force me to, do good in sports. Definitely, I'll fail.
Not happening. Yeah.
The
And-
same way, the child expects so many things from a mother. The mother may not be up to it. Hannah, it's vice versa.
Correct. Very true.
But
Very true.
we, as a mother, we are a little more mature, so we should try to adopt and find out their pluses and accordingly move in that area.
Correct.
That's the whole
Society is
thing,
also
right?
kind of very forces you to do certain things. No, it doesn't reward certain kind of professions. That's also a problem. What is ultimately?
I make sure that I bring it up with my kids, right? I also tell them, decide what kind of a life you want also, right? You can become a painter unless you really, really like do well there, right?
Yeah.
You cannot pay your bills, or you cannot expect to live certain lifestyle. Again, lifestyle is a choice. You can either live in $1 million house, or you can live in a rented place, just like that, like
Yeah.
But again, it's a choice, and everything is a choice. So depending on what you sow now is how you're going to reap. But I try to make sure that they sow in a places where they're at least a little bit interested, right? This is what I tell them. If painting is a thing, don't become a painting major, take them as a second major, right? Not a first major. So you can fall back on something and earn your living.
Fall back is always there, right? Correct.
You can make it a great hobby, do it in the evenings. You can become like an income mode also, right? Tomorrow, to
These
raise
are
your
very real
family
issues you have to deal with. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be very upfront and honest and show them what different stuff is. I mean, granted, here I think it's a little bit more relaxed on what profession you go, and you can do a lot of things with.
In the West, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. So you become a soccer player, become a really good soccer player. So I can retire in few years.
Yeah. That's another
not work and become dedicate my time to this kind of work.
True. Yeah.
So,
some other mothers were saying something. Okay. Yeah. So the world has some expectations. Yeah, but whatever.
One more thing we have to teach our children is, every time in the crossroads where there are forked two moves going on, you have to be sure to take one path and remember that path alone you have to follow. The other door is closed forever. You don't go in this road and say, oh, if I had gone in that
No
path,
regrets.
I would have been much greater. Oh, that would have been an easier path. I chose the wrong path. So that is why my life is ruined. No.
Correct.
No.
Yes.
If you take any path, whatever is your path,
yes,
is the right or the wrong, doesn't matter. That is a path you stick to.
The grass is greener always. Yeah, that's the.
You don't go back on your decisions. You don't go back. You just go forward.
Yeah.
You try to do the best and make it work. And you don't get depressed about it. Finished.
Yeah. Correct. If it's too late to go back, that is. Otherwise, you can always do that, right?
Yes. But generally what happens, one time you choose a road, either it goes to Bangalore or Calcutta. Okay. I have already taken the route to Calcutta.
Yeah.
And then I can't say, oh no, I wanted to go to Bangalore. No, it's over. You have to proceed to Calcutta. Finish. Otherwise, you have to go all the way back and then again go to Bangalore.
Yeah, see, there was a couple of years ago, there was this monk, no, from Pejavara Matha, that singer, Subramanya, what's his name? He was a monk. When he was 8 years old, his parents put him into that ashrama. Poor fellow, little guy, before he knew what was happening. And he discovered that he wasn't really cut out for sannyasa. So it was very radical that he gave it up and he became a householder and he got married and now he's a very famous singer. So that kind of decisions.
Vidya Bhushana.
Vidya Bhushana. So that's not bad because somebody else decided for you. If you have that kind of clarity, then you can always retrace your steps and take the other path. Yeah.
No, even then, if you choose, then you're sure and you just continue on that.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
Dilly-dally. Yeah, correct. That's it.
Oh no, I did a mistake. I should have remained as a monk. That is not a thing. You have already chosen that you want to come out. So you stay put.
Correct. So as adults, we constantly revisit our past. Arey, if I had taken that course instead of this, if I had done that instead of this, usually it's too late to reverse. So in that case, definitely no. I mean, it's fine. That's the attitude.
That will make you depressed.
Yeah, it is depressing.
Only depressed.
Correct.
You can't change anything.
Yeah.
But you can feel very, very much depressed.
Correct. So in this verse, there is one more word which is called Buddhi Yoga Anvicha. You take Sharanam of Buddhi Yoga. So one more yoga has been introduced. Apart from Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and all that, now Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga is another word for Gnana Yoga. That's it. Buddhi, because Buddhi is the intellect. And Buddhi is the one which gives us all the, the faculty to choose between the correct and the incorrect and all that. So Buddhi Yoga.
1 minute. The mind throws options at us. The second factor is the intellect. The intellect will decide, but from somewhere the ego will say, no, not this. And immediately everybody will comply to it. It may not be the correct one. If you allow this ego to be off your space, the intellect will choose the right one and it will go on smoothly.
Correct. Very correct. So, Buddhau Sharanam Anvicha means take refuge in wisdom. What is that wisdom? Spiritualize your day-to-day work. Right? And another interpretation is take Sharanam in God, because Buddhi, God stays in your Buddhi. So Buddhyau Anvicha means take refuge in God. That is also one interpretation. So basically take refuge in your intellect, the faculty of discrimination, the viveka, take refuge in God, take refuge in Karma Yoga. This is the shloka, what is it saying? Next.
Take refuge in Karma Phala Tyaga. Don't think of results at all.
Don't be result oriented. Take
refuge
in wisdom.
Yes.
All right. What is the next shloka which we can take off? Again, more about Buddhi. More about Buddhi. So bitsy, how much God has told, no? Layer, he has told Papa. And despite all this, we still have doubts. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. So one who prudently practices the science of work without attachment gets rid of both good and bad reactions in this life itself. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is the art of working skillfully. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. The art of working skillfully is yoga, is what is being told here. So what is this karmasu, yoga karmasu kaushalam? People, you have any ideas? Because this phrase has been quoted and misquoted ad nauseum. What is skill in work? Anyone has any thoughts about it?
Skill in work is to do detached work.
Is to be completely absorbed in the current, the action required at the current moment.
Okay.
without thinking of the past nor the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then anybody else? What is this? Yogaha karmasu kaushalam, because translated, literally it means skillful work is called yoga. So it's here a little more nuanced than that. Yogaha karmasu kaushalam is how to act, how to convert each act into yoga, isn't it? That's the idea, right?
Yoga is the auto mode. You drive a car, you put
Ah.
it in auto mode.
Yeah.
That is, you have become such an expert person,
Ah.
that you have balanced it so well that you will become an expert. So you become a kaushalam. When I start bicycling, I dilly-dally, I fall, I do so many things.
Okay.
But once slowly I gain the stability.
Okay.
I notice that I'm able to
It's
whiz through it like a wind.
It is
That is
spontaneous. And
karmaha yogastu kausalam.
when can we get that relaxed, spontaneous mode of kaushalam in karma? When we are established, yeah.
When we do something as a surrender, I mean, as a offering to God.
Yeah. Correct. Simple. Correct. See, it is very, that's the ultimate truth. But what the commentary here, the Karmasu Kaushalam commentary is, there are so many modes of yoga, like Kamala clearly is in the bhakti mode, and somebody else will be in the Gnana mode. Somebody else is in the meditation mode. I love to do dhyana and all that. That's why we have all the different yogas have been given by Krishna, right? But even when we are pursuing those specific yogas that we like, it is easy not to be in yoga, actually, isn't it? Like there are pitfalls even in the path that we follow. So just to explore, when you're in the path of devotion, what is the pitfall one can expect? One can become very attached to your God, my deity, my God. And like that other little fellow, my God is better than your God. You never know what kind of attitudes one can, fall into. So bhakti yoga has that kind of pitfall. You will never rest until you have lit that lamp in your house. If you leave the house without lighting a lamp or doing the puja, or you have missed a holy day and you have missed something, isn't it?
You will become a fanatic also.
We might become fanatics and always worried about, you never know how it will take. God will punish me. So that bhakti yoga also has to become a yoga. Just mere bhakti will not do. That is the kushala that is required to convert bhakti into yoga. Isn't it? And what are the pitfall of a Gnana yogi? Very easy. They'll become superior.
Pride goes before a fall.
Pride goes before a fall. They'll become quite intellectual. They will intellectualize everything.
And call everyone else foolish. Stupid.
That superiority complex is there. That is the pitfall of a Gnana yogi. And he will have utter contempt for all the other kinds of yogas. Whereas Krishna himself is recommending, please do everything. Don't, nothing is higher, nothing is lower. Though he says the Gnani is very dear to me. But the Gnani can come to him in these various yogas, ways. The Gnani is the ultimate. By any path we go, we will become a Gnani only. But Gnana yoga per se has this very dangerous quality of making you feel very superior and all that. That is Gnana yoga. Then what about Karma yoga, service? Is there any pitfall in the yoga of service?
Yes, you will overwork yourself and kill yourself.
So you will expect, you'll feel good that you've done something.
That's the one. Why the society will always love a person who does the things for you. I love my neighbor who rushes to my help all the time, in the middle of the night when she or he comes.
But if the neighbor says, I did it for Purnima, then yes.
So that neighbor will feel very, happy that, I'm loved, I'm wanted. Then I'll feel indispensable. If I am not there, things will not happen. I am doing so much for society. See, everything, instead of converting into yoga, we can convert it into our selfish. That's the problem with the mind.
It's a ego builder.
Huh,
You're so right.
everything-
It's so easy to get into that mode, that pitfall mode.
Yes, correct.
No,
You have to
ego is fed to the
watch
maximum.
Yeah. So in everything that we do, we can convert it into one foolish, again, a step back. And dhyana yoga also. What's the pitfall in dhyana yoga? The one who meditates all the time.
maybe, oh, I'm done with today's meditation. I'm feeling good. Is that a pitfall? I don't know.
I think they're extremely self-centered and selfish. I want my time. I want my meditation. I want to sit in my corner. Leave me alone. That kind of attitude will come, no, for one who meditates. Now you leave me alone. I'm done. Now I have given you enough of my energy and my time. You now leave me alone.
It is a waste spending time with the humans.
That's also a kind of superiority will come. Yeah. They seem very utterly distant and disinterested in the other stuff, and kind of karpanya only. That's also a kind of karpanya.
They are wasting their life and breath. See, look at me, how beautifully I'm using it, and I'm meditating. I'm nearest to God.
Yes.
Immediately you will become
Yes.
perfect, picture
Yes.
perfect, and the rest of the world is all wrong.
Yes, exactly. And we look at the world with a kind of contempt. Look how of them are walking. The other day, there's a friend with me, and he's supposed to have been very advanced spiritually, and he was looking at, we were in a party together, and he was looking at everyone, and he commented, see, look how everybody is so unaware. I said, Are Bapre. See how everybody is walking in. They're so unaware. I mean, how can you make any judgment about anybody like that?
Yeah, because I have risen high up now.
Yourself.
No, I have risen high up. The humility will go out of the window.
Yeah. And an enlightened person looks at everybody as a Buddha. He doesn't see anybody as unaware, That's the difference. An enlightened person always sees everybody as an equal. Everybody is the Buddha only. Like our Akshat said, everybody is Atmajyoti. But we are the ones who go on judging people. He's aware, he's unaware, he's advanced, he's not advanced, he's this, he's that. So that is so all these are the pitfalls.
I want to tell, does anybody have time to hear a quick story?
No, we have all the time. Please tell.
1 second. We have to see God in everybody.
Yes, Padmaja.
Yeah.
That is Pratibha.
Pratibha, yes. We have to see God in everybody. How can we do that, Pratibha? Is it easy?
It's easy. Just
So nice, yeah. So innocently she says it's easy. I mean, I wish I could say that, For me, it takes a lot of effort to say that. So beautiful, Pratibha, really. I love the innocence. Beautiful.
Actually, I would like to say something about my mother, actually.
Yeah.
She always told us, be nice to everyone. Do not be mean to anyone. If anybody comes home, take good care. Even if a thief comes home, give him water. Give him
Oh
food,
my
take good
God.
care, away. So that's what she would say. I was like, no, things don't go my way.
I draw the line at thieves.
That's how I used to be. But my mother's like, no, you have to be patient, be nice. God is in everyone. She used to tell me this constantly. I was like, ayyo, mummy, when will you grow up? Is what I used to tell my mother. Finally, I think I'm getting into her mode and path. What she's been saying all these years, finally, I think a little bit I'm understanding.
So beautiful. Even if the thief comes home, that reminds me of
another. I said, yeah, he'll kill us and go. Don't be like this. But she said, I'm not saying, but that's how you should be. Like, honestly, my mother, the way she takes care of people when they visit and all, they call her Annapurneshwari in our house. She feeds them, she does everything. Abba, it's a little bit work, right? Like when I was a kid, I used to say, Abba, how much work if people come? It's a lot of work in the house, right?
Very nice.
Because even though there are people to do the work, at the end of the day, even kids are involved in it.
Yes.
I used to say,
the whole household has to get involved. Yeah.
Yeah, it was exhausting at one point, but I also see Like I would go to somebody's house and I wouldn't feel the same. I said, well, you do all this when people come, the same doesn't happen. But you don't do with expectation. This is how we take care. It doesn't matter what others do. We don't. That's why we eat and we go to others' house. We don't go empty stomach. So she preaches, don't go to anybody's house empty stomach. Take something and go.
Wow.
Carry your own buddhi, when you go. So that way, even something happens, they don't have anything, you can share and eat and then come back.
Correct.
Why are you going to somebody's house to visit with them? Not to go eat and do all that things, right?
Wow.
So there was like some good skill set. I think my great grandmother, her grandmother used to say, my grandmother, that's her mother, and now her, right? Like she used to tell all these things. But I think it makes sense, right? Like I didn't understand then. I used to think my mother's too innocent for this world, right? Like I used to worry. But it's actually not innocence. It's how she's lived her life.
Mm.
And
And
so,
like Nirmala said, see how peaceful and how radiant she looks. Na?
yeah,
That's the only, that's the reward. What else do you need? She looks.
exactly. Nobody will believe her age. She'll kill me later if I reveal her age. But
No, she won't kill. She's very kind and compassionate.
not when it comes to age. She's still a woman.
Yeah.
But Shweta,
Very
believe it
satisfying
or not,
service. Yes.
Yeah.
no,
Nirmala.
believe it or not, in my mother's times, what happened was all the sister-in-law's children,
Yeah.
all the brothers' children, everyone will come
Yeah.
without any prior
Notice.
postcard. Even postcard they wouldn't post. The postcard will
Yeah.
come 2 days after they came. Many a time.
True.
They will land with 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah.
And my mother would bake the best food for them. All Dehradun rice and all she will make.
Correct.
And she will make just enough for them. When it comes to us, it will become again the ration rice. We will be eagerly looking forward. Abhi to milega at least Dehradun rice.
Correct.
Magar, that's how it was. But you know one thing, they used to do it so happily without grudging. It is something, even as Shweta says, I agree with her completely. I used to feel my mother was too naive. Why could she refuse? Why she has to go overboard and do so much for them?
Yes.
Why?
Right.
But now, if I don't know, she has ingrained in me. Now I am doing the same thing. Now that's what my daughter says about me.
I think we had very robust systems in place in the earlier days. When we entertained visitors at any point of time. The houses used to be like ashram, children used to come and live with us and study. And throughout the year we had all these Vaidika ceremonies in which everybody used to come and huge amounts of food would be prepared and all of us would pitch in. As children, of course, like Shweta said, we would enjoy it also. But the elders, Papa, they used to go through a lot of trouble. But that environment was conducive for this that Karpanya was not there. Even financially, there was a little crunch, but nobody minded. Isn't it?
There was no miserliness.
There was no miserliness. And mine and thine, yours and mine, that this concept only was not there. Yeah, we used to. I grew up in a joint family, and
what is joint family now? The husband and wife being together with each other is joint family.
It's come down to that. That Karpanya has come off in our lives. Yeah. You tell us your story, then we can close for the day.
Arey, main bhool gayi.
Arey yaar, come on.
Dehradun rice. I don't know what that is. Now I want to Google it. What is Dehradun rice?
Arey, Dehradun rice ke bare mein nahi malum hai.
Basmati rice.
Basmati rice, long rice.
Long grain.
And white.
South Indian Lakshmi brand Basmati rice. I don't know Dehradun.
Yeah.
And it used to, kya khushbu deta hai? That's palav rice, man. Don't speak so lowly of my dear Basmati rice.
I'm not speaking lowly. I'm saying I'm unaware of it. That's all. I'm not speaking lowly.
Even being unaware is insulting to me, man.
That's my weakness.
You just have that rice. For my sake, go to the supermarket and get basmati rice and have it.
Yeah.
We eat basmati rice, but the Dehradun rice I have not heard.
It comes from Dehradun.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
So when Shweta was
I didn't
talking
know
about
that-
how her mom was, so generous, and when you had to feed thieves also, you said one thing, no? So I just a little small story came to my mind. By the time Nirmala has to recall her story, so there was this very nondescript beggar who used to beg for his food. And then one day, and usually beggars, poor fellows, they just completely depend on luck. If they get something, they eat, otherwise they go hungry. And this guy, one day he got some nice chapatis to eat. And just when he was about to eat, a dog came and snatched it and he ran. This beggar started running behind the dog. He started running behind the dog, and the dog is running away and he's running even faster. Finally, he caught the dog. And then, to the surprise of everyone else who was looking at him, they thought this beggar is going to hit the dog because he snatched away that chapati he had got. The fellow gave the other roti also to the dog and said, this one is not enough for you. You take one more. And he gave the remaining chapati also, and he came. So that kind of, for a beggar, if he can be so dildar and give it to a dog, his food, what about us? Our granaries are full, our stomachs are full. We can really afford to be very, very, generous in all sorts of things, in all areas in life. This food is just a metaphor, right?
The food in this world is more than enough. But
than
it is the greed of man
greed,
which makes some people full and some people empty.
That's
There are so many granaries of wheat and all, which is being thrown into the ocean.
Yeah.
Why can't they just give it off to the poor
No.
people who can
We will
eat?
not. We will not. Yeah. Okay, then what's happening next? Have you, Nirmala, have you thought of your story, or shall we close for the day?
Close for the day. I forgot
Anything else?
completely.
Padmaja hasn't spoken today. Nothing. Okay. So
Next class.
never mind. Fine. Then next class we'll take up the Sita Prajna Lakshana. I'm very excited about that. All of us can come up with stories of enlightened beings, interesting stories. That will be very nice. That would see, it's all about watching and observing and an enlightened being and learning from them, no? So we should do that, exchange stories of great masters whom we like. Okay, all right. So let's
Thank you
go.
so much, Purnima. This is a wonderful class. I eagerly look forward to every Saturday.
That is your
Amazing.
There is no karpanya in her, expression, no, Nirmala. Every time she is so happy, so beautifully she expresses.
Because I'm enjoying the fruits of your hard labor.
Oh, my hard labor, theek hai.
Yes.
This is so
Very
nice.
empowering, actually. Yes.
Yeah, and another, like Nirmala, I'll also forget if I don't tell this. There is this Tulsidas, no, the Bhakta of Lord Rama, and this Tulsidas, he was very, very poor. Okay, I mean, all these bhaktas somehow they are very, very poor. Be it all the bhaktas of God, they don't care whatever little they have. They are very happy. And looking at this Tulsidas and his wife being in so much utter poverty, the God himself was very, depressed, and so he made one rich Marwadi come and give him gifts. So a rich Marwadi one day came and saw that this great saint is living in the utter poverty, and he loaded his little hut with all the goodies that one would want, and he left. So the two thieves were looking at all this, and they noted that this is a very small hut and so many beautiful goodies are there, and it has got no security, no dogs, nobody to drive us. We can rob this fellow easily. So that night they plotted and planned, and when the family members were fast asleep, they wanted to go and rob the church. But the robbers saw that two guys were guarding the hut. Very, very divine looking, bright beings were guarding the hut. They were doing fera of the hut, going around the hut with their bow and arrow. And these two robbers got worried. This fellow, he got some wealth overnight. He has appointed security guards, and the robbers left. And the next morning, but they realized that this is actually Rama and Lakshmana who is guarding the wealth of this Tulsidas. And the next morning, they come and fall at his feet and Tulsidas and say, we came to rob you, but we saw the gods themselves guarding your hut. Tulsidas was overcome. His tears started flowing from his eyes. And then what he said, what I would have done, I don't know. But what Tulsidas did, he said, because of me, the Lord had to take the trouble of guarding my wealth. I don't want it. And he sent the whole thing back. I don't want to put the Lord into trouble. Because of this wealth, these two robbers had to come and the God had to guard my wealth. See, look at that kind of that expansive thought. I should not put anybody into trouble because of my desires or my needs. So that was one thing which came to remembered. So beautiful.
And he almost fell at the feet of the thieves. I am praying to Rama and Lakshmana.
You got the darshana. Correct. It's also there. I am the one who's praying Haglu Ratri, and you are the one who got the darshan of so beautiful.
I was just thinking, how lucky are the thieves? Maybe that's what we should think, and we'll see the gods faster than the other path, right?
Yeah, exactly. They must have been evolved souls to be able to. Even this Dhritarashtra, I believe he got the Vishwarupa Darshana, but that fool didn't get any enlightenment. For a moment, he was given vision, apparently,
Yes.
The Darshana of that Virat Rupa of the God. So the thieves, at least they realized they were seeing God, but our blind king didn't see anything. All right then.
We should not be blind, number one. Number two, today is Narasimha Jayanti. Please pray to Lord Narasimha, Pradosha Kala, 4:30 to 6:30, and get his, if possible, all of you read Vishnu Sahasranamam.
Yes.
Do you know this one last story, and I'll just say that, okay, Bhagavad Gita is greater or Vishnu Sahasranamam is greater?
If you answer which came first, the egg or the chicken, then I'll answer that question.
No, it is not that. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna claims, Arjuna, you know who I am? You know who I am? You know, and
Vibhuti Yoga. Yeah.
But in Vishnu Sahasranamam, Bhishma is telling Yudhishthira, don't get cheated by this mischievous smile of this Krishna. You know, he is such a great person. Suppose Purnima ji comes and tells us, Purnima is a great person. Purnima, I'm a very great person. Oh my God, she bores us about herself. That's what I will think. But somebody else comes and tells me, Purnima, oh, she's a coordinator you have. How lucky you are. She's a journalist and she's that and this. She's the one who is helping out to transcribe this Bhagavad Gita fully, Prabhuji's Bhagavad Gita. Is that so? Oh my God, suddenly I have a different view of this Purnima. All along, I just took her to be my Purnima. Now I know she's not all that I know. She is much more. See, what is the difference?
Sahasranama is the devotee singing to the Lord.
Yes.
And in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is singing to us.
Lord is telling about himself. In the Vishwarupa Darshana, he shows to Arjuna, he is Vishwarupa form. And all that stuff. And in 15th chapter, he says, I am the one who is doing. I am the Vaishvanara. In the stomach, I am the Agni, which brings the, Prana, apana, bringing together and digesting the food.
God is singing his own glory here.
Yeah.
The
So
Sahasranama, you are singing the God's glory. That is
it
greater.
is the devotee telling. When the devotee tells, it has more power than when the
It is said no, Hanuman was more powerful than Rama, I believe, because Hanuman was a bhakta of the divine.
yeah.
And correct. That is
So
also
in the ocean bed, everyone was saying Rama and throwing the stone, and the stone would float.
true.
And Rama said, "They're saying like that. Okay, let me also do it." And he put the stone. Boing, it went down.
Yeah.
And Hanuman had come in a very small form to see what. And then Rama, he told Rama, "Arey, stone sank." So he said, "My stone sank." Rama said to Hanuman, "Yeah, you don't believe in yourself, but we have so much belief. It is the belief only which."
Yes. Vishnu Sahasranama, thumbs up.
Hello.
Yeah. All right.
I want to add a small thing in this.
Yes, Ramamani, heli.
This in Kali Yuga, what we cannot attain the moksha by Gnana because we are not that great to understand the full Gnana part. But Bhakti Yoga, we can attain the Sharanagati. That means Bhakti Yoga means it's a only Nama, spelling out Nama, we attain the Sharanagati.
Correct.
By what the way of spelling out is Vishnu Sahasranama.
Very good.
It contains, see, by uttering the Vishnu Sahasranama, all our 72,000 nerves in the body gets activated. That's what I understood.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So Vishnu Sahasranama is very powerful.
Correct.
Especially
And,
today.
Ramamani ji, if we cannot recite the whole Sahasranama, we can chant Rama Rama Rama, Shri Rama
Yes.
Rama Rameti, Rame Rame
Yes,
Manohara.
that's true.
Simplified God has made it.
Yeah, that's true.
That is Sita's blessing on us. She asked Rama, "Oh, please teach small."
Parvati.
Parvati.
Sorry.
Parvati. Those who cannot
Chant
chant all the words. At least what is the way for people who don't know? So then Ishvara told that only Sri Rama Rameti will do. It serves like giving out all the words about Sahasranama. It is equal. Yeah.
That is the Presi writing of Vishnu Sahasranama.
Presi. Correct.
So what I feel is every day uttering Vishnu Sahasranama is very, very powerful to the mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so
Very
much.
Correct. Very correct. So thank you, Nirmala, for reminding us again that today is Narasimha Jayanti. And
Okay, thank you very much for, I didn't know today is Narasimha Jayanti. It's really nice that you reminded.
Yeah.
It is all mutual. Thank you for the explanation, Ramana.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
As a team, we will be the winners.
Yeah. All right. Chalo.
Thank you.